News 8's Kevin Hoy is joining us with a look at what happened on this day in history.
Well, it's Veterans Day, of course, a day to recognize those who serve our country. You can actually trace the holiday back about a century. Here's how it got started.
Okay.
On November 11th, 1918, Germany signed an armistice agreement with the Allies, unofficially bringing an end to World War I. The first Armistice Day was celebrated a year later to recognize the end of the First World War. Congress made Armistice Day an annual holiday in 1926, and it became a federal holiday in 1938. It remained Armistice Day until 1954, when President Dwight Eisenhower changed the name to what we have now, Veterans Day.
Probably because armistice is kind of harder to say.
Yeah, probably. On this day in 1921, President Warren Harding dedicated the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. The Tomb of the Unknowns contains the remains of an unidentified American serviceman from World War I. The tomb was approved by Congress earlier in the year. It now features crypts of unknowns from World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Moving to some weather history for Bill, in 1911, record highs and lows were set on the same day throughout the Midwest because of the Great Blue Norther. Temperatures were in the mid-70s in the morning in many Midwest cities, but by midnight they were in single digits because of an intense cold front. Storms broke out throughout the Midwest, including 9 tornadoes. One of them hit Janesville, Wisconsin, killing 9 people and injuring 50 more. Another strange weather day happened in 1940 as the Armistice Day Storm hit our area. Warm morning weather caused duck hunters to head out on the Mississippi River with little winter gear. Temperatures quickly fell below freezing and a blizzard followed. 22 inches of snow fell in Winona. Hunters were forced to scramble to find land, but many were stranded because of the snow and froze to death. The blizzard claimed 154 lives, including 15 in Winona County. Also on this day in 1750, the Flat Hat Club was formed at the College of William and Mary. It's the first college fraternity.
Oh,
So 1750.
Flat Hat Club?
Yeah, that sounds like a good one to be a part of.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's a top hat or Flat Hat Club.
Interesting. Well, you can find more on this day in history on our morning show website.
Just head to news8000.com and click on the News 8 This Morning link under the News tab. You'll find today's On This Day collection right there.